right, welcome to the fourth and final review of the evening. Or rather, it's the first impressions video slash, all that stuff, but you know what I mean. Anyway, up this time is the Dark Heart of Balor. Archdemon Balor has opened the gates of hell into the human realm, and hordes of demons and monsters have flooded into your world, destroying everything in your path. You must protect those who are still alive and ultimately destroy Balor and those close to the gates. The Dark Heart of Balor is a dark fantasy hack and slash side scroller where you play as the demon possessed hunter, and it goes on here. Yeah, so it is quite literally that. It is a side scrolling hack and slash game, which isn't the most prominent combination of those words, believe it or not. Also with a bit of platforming injected into the mix. So what are my impressions of this game? Honestly, fine for the most part. For an early access game and a fairly early access game, it's surprisingly polished because right now they are building the levels and sets that are going to make up Act 1 of this game. And yeah, it's also mentioning here that stuff might will be polished, things might be added, more mechanics might be elaborated on, that kind of thing. Right now, this game is looking at an additional year or more of early access. So from that perspective, it's doing pretty well. That being said, this game is very, how they say, mid. As in, this is very mid-tier stuff in terms of the actual gameplay. Not bad, but it's not particularly interesting either. At least I didn't find it to be so.
Also, in the pre-show, Petty commented that the hot bar looked like it was being politely borrowed from Diablo, and I was kind of hesitant to that, but also their title design is very like that, up to and including using Balor for that, which I am not 100% sure is not currently intellectual property of Wizards of the Coast. No, it can't be, because it was at least open gaming license, but still.
I'm pretty sure Balor is the name of a greater demon.
Yeah, in Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, I think that's a public domain thing.
It is not. Or I'm pretty sure it is not. All I've seen is that it's named after the Welsh, or the Irish Balor, the one-eyed thing who spelled his name with an E.
Well...
Let me check.
Okay, well, he does that.
Okay, no, it can be without an E as the Celtic thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Anyway. So yeah, Petty Fan here is displaying the basic mechanics. You hack and slash with the sword. You can block with the shield, and you will have problems climbing over ladders.
I've seen some stiff animation before, but holy shit.
That's the early access in this early access title right there. And it's not the only time that's going to show up. Now, I suppose the most interesting thing this game is doing mechanically is with that status bar. Because in order to access it, you got to hit the trigger buttons, at least on an Xbox controller. In order to access that, and there will be corresponding face buttons. I believe it's X for the potion there.
Yep.
And later on, not too much later, you will get the dark powers, which are accessed with the right analog trigger, and holding down both will access the third subset of the bar. Because, yeah, this is the kind of game that you want to be playing with a controller, if I'm being honest. Like, and that's just the thing. There's not much here to talk about. Like, what is here is fine, but it's a hack and slash. They're not exactly known for being complicated. And the level design is, functionatory. It gets the job done, but it's not too interesting. It's like the biggest thing there around are secrets. There's like a secret level. So, you know, like I found a secret in the last level I could get to. Another thing is my playtime was limited by the fact that I got stuck. There's an area with traps, and I'm supposed to double tap down to drop, and the thing's moving too quickly for me to do. So yeah, that needs adjustments, to say the least. And yeah, honestly, I don't got a lot here. It's like, it's fine, but it's just fine right now. But it's an early access title, so like I said, it's going for $14.99. Grading on a curve, grading on its early access niche. I still couldn't recommend it because I literally got stuck at a part. But that aside, like just in general, I could, if they fixed that issue, I don't know if it's a bug or whatever. I don't know if it's already been fixed, but they take care of that, and they'll have something. They'll have a perfectly cromulent game. But it's like we'll see if it can rise above that, because this, according to the text blurbs here, this does show some ambitions. It's just they've actually got to put that into the product here. Any other questions, comments, or concerns over the Dark Heart of Balor?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, nothing really jumping out for me.
I mean, sometimes games are just that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'll know the hidden object games weren't good, but there seemed to be a lot to talk about.
It was more to laugh at, but yeah.
Like, sometimes it just happens. Anyway, so yeah, that'll about conclude both this review and review session. Coming up on the week ahead, we are back to regular recordings and all that stuff. And coming up on Wednesday, September 7th, we'll be having Stephen Frost of Digital Eclipse back on the program. We'll be talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection, which just released. We'll finally be able to delve into the bits we couldn't last time, whatever they may be. And mostly we're going to, like, the big focus there is going to be the Atari 50th anniversary collection. Because, how do I put this? Just on a functionatory level, it's not your typical Atari collection, in that there are going to be 7,800 games in this one, from what I understand.
That is not a small number of games.
No. It's also a large amount of games. And let's see. On Friday, September 9th, we're supposed to have, I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Hoisin Akbari of Black Cube Games. They haven't confirmed yet. I've sent about 2 emails. Probably going to do another one here soon, or find them on social media. Point is, they're slated, but this may change. It's fluid. Anyway, we're supposed to be talking about The Tale of Bitsune, which is a story-driven action-adventure game inspired by the 12th century tragic Persian poem Karsau and Shirin. I believe that's how that's pronounced. Once again, we are delving into foreign tongues here, and we know how I tend to do with that. Anyway, and we do have a new episode of Moonhawk Studios Presents planned, and this will be our first guest of the season. They have confirmed, so that's good. And yeah, that is the schedule for the week. And until Wednesday, I shall wish you good gaming.